is I, Nancy, today, and Willem over here, who you can't see because he's hiding in the other chair in the front. He's not really hiding. I just said that because the camera can't see him. So today I was going to talk about a bucket list. What is on your bucket list? On my bucket list, what did we just say is on my bucket list?
Surveying.
Oh yes, I want to be a surveyor for a day. But also, another thing on the bucket list. What's on your bucket list, Willem? He wants to go to New Zealand, right?
Yeah, it would be nice. Spend some time in New Zealand.
On my bucket list would be to spend a day in the temple with all of my children. That would be so amazing. To be in the celestial room with my 5 children. Gonna have to be 5 big miracles to make that happen.
Yeah, well, you add 9 children too, I should have done mine.
And that would be 9 huge miracles.
9 huge miracles, yeah.
Make that happen. So those are 3 things on our bucket list. I would love to go to Mexico. I would like to spend some time living in Mexico. Even if it's only a whole winter, like 6 months in Mexico. I would love that. In a little tiny village. And stay in a place that has a dirt floor with a light bulb hanging down. Or maybe not. I would also like to go to India, and I would like to walk down the road on which sides are all the cardboard box homes. It would be an alley between all the cardboard boxes that people call home. I think that would be very interesting. So what else is on the bucket list? Well, I'd like to have flowers in the shadows on the other side of the house. It doesn't bloom very much. July only is beautiful on the sunny sides of the house. Oh, and I want to make Everfar Labyrinth. I want to make the labyrinth out of flowers. So the thyme is on the ground, and then daylilies are around the outside. And perhaps I could make rings of other daylilies or irises. Other flowers. Wouldn't that be lovely, Willem? To have a flower labyrinth?
I would rather have a nice big surface of thyme.
Alright.
And flowers on the outside.
Alright. So then we would, for our labyrinth dividers, I guess we would use flat stone that is in the ground. Something to make the markers of the pathway, circles. Maybe bricks. Just a line of bricks. And they would be flat, level of the ground. What do you think about that?
I'd still rather have just thyme.
Just time? Just time in them? I'd also like to have a place to do all my different crafts. I have so many ideas. They're great ideas. And I don't do them. Right now I'm not doing them because our house is all torn apart. But I would like to do I'd like to do some intarsia. I think that would be really fun. It'd be really interesting. Intarsia is like a jigsaw puzzle made out of wood, and the edges of each piece are curved. It's kind of like stained glass, only you've used wood. I'd like to do that. I'd like to have a square dock that's completely out of the way, like maybe over in the shallows, and where I can have 2 lawn chairs on it, and I could sit there and play my violin while on the water. And if it's in the shallows, then it would not, you wouldn't be looking into the sun. You could see the beautiful ripples on the water. I'd like to do that. I'd also like to build an outhouse down at the pond. You, Willem, what are some of your ideas for where we are, for our home?
I don't know. I'm just going to very sleepy. I think I'm going to fall asleep.
Okay. See, my voice is so relaxing. Even my husband will fall asleep to the sound of my voice. Either it's relaxing or it's boring.
I just got up in the middle of the night and couldn't sleep very long.
You did? Oh, Willem.
To catch up a bit.
Okay, I guess I can sleep too. Oh dear. I've been using my my phone. I'm making lots of phone calls when I'm in the car with my little thing in my ear. But I realized that I only have 1,000 minutes, which translates into, is that 30 minutes a day, Willem? Yeah, so I've been going way over that, which is bad news. But once we cross the border, see, Palmyra is in New York, and right now we are in Ontario. Canada. We live in Canada. Oh, Canada. And so we are going to States, and I have unlimited phoning in the States with my little cell phone, my flip phone. I like my little flip phone. You know, I've had 2 of those smartphones. Well, I had one, and Willem has one now, and his won't charge anymore. I mean, it's been plugged in for several days, and it's not holding a charge. Maybe it's a bit dirty in that area, in the connection. I need a tiny little Q-tip the size of a pin to clean it out in there. I think it's a little bit dirty. Hey, how did my windshield suddenly get dirty? Look at that, 1 million little bugs. No seams. Must have driven through a no seam complex. I've never seen one of those. They just had an archway, like up, over, and down, with yellow, a red, orange flags all over it. Construction. Anyway, something else on my bucket list. Well, these aren't really on my bucket list, but yes, I'd like to do them. You know, I wanted there to be shade in our property. It was so hot and sunny when we moved there. It was just lakes, and we do have shade. We have shade on the back porch, and we have shade in the perennial slope garden. All the lakes in our area. There's 100 lakes, and then a half an hour of us. I would like to kayak them all, but this year I have just spent it's been so mosquito-y. I've just spent the year this summer. I was gone a lot this summer, I guess. If you can make a black fly trap. You think you can?
Yeah, just stand out there.
Can you hear that? I said, yeah, just stand out there. That's a good black fly trap. I wonder if you put like tape, two-sided tape on a collar and put it around your neck. Need to stick to whatever they land on, because they do land before they start walking and crawling into your hair and bite you. Oh well, those are my bucket list ideas. Probably have more ideas. Coming up with more ideas. Alrighty then. Ta-ta. Until later. Hello, it's me, Nancy, today. It sure is dark where my face is there. That's better. Can't see anything anyway. I was going to talk to you about my weaving. I really love weaving. I love sitting there and just tossing the shuttle and beating the bar and tossing it back and beating the bar, or catching it and beating the bar, tossing it and catching it and beating it. I haven't been able to weave for a while. I guess part of it is priorities. Often it's a higher priority to answer comments, fix my videos. I think I've used a lot of time on watching Netflix. I'm watching Heroes now. I like Heroes. I remember people talked about that was one of the highly rated TV shows. I remember thinking that I didn't, much care for it when I went on to there. From the beginning, so I've been enjoying it. It's really hard to see with these glasses on and with all this light and everything. Driving into the sun. I'm driving west, I guess. West, that's really strange. Why would we be driving west? I thought this was sort of to the east. Deer, a deer. Is that a deer? It's a very small deer. A deer feet. Deer color. update videos of just talking. When my dad died and I drove to Georgia, I made 18 hours of videos. Well, not quite 18 hours, but I guess I talk on the phone now. And I don't make videos. I just talk on the phone. But talking on the videos, this is good for me. Bridge to USA, I-81, follow 137. So it's coming up. And watch for slow traffic. I think there have been times that the line up to the US has been so long it's backed right up onto this 401. Well, I was going to mention how beautiful the colors of the wildflowers are and how they go so well together. You don't have clashing flowers generally. Here we are, Hill Island. Somebody was saying on a YouTube thing that both islands belong to the US. That can't possibly be true because the border control, I mean the US would not, I mean Canada would not put its border control in the US, first of all. So therefore it has to own the island it's sitting on, right? I can't believe that they said that. The two islands, they were both American. Can't be because you don't have to use your passport to get there. No, indeed. Hill Island is in Ontario. And Alexandria Island, is that the other island?
No, what's it called again? Wellesley?
Wellesley Island. That's US. Uh-oh. Putting us all into one lane. Must be because it's too hard to merge up here. Okay, I need...
Don't you have many
Oh yeah, I have
buckets there?
stuff here. So we need 275, is that right?
I think so, yeah.
It's a good opportunity to get rid of a lot of quarters. Elida pays me in quarters to pay Tim Hortons, and I just use my Tim Hortons thing. 150. $2.25, $2.50, $2.75. There. I have got it. And sometimes they discount American money. I mean Canadian money. The dollar is down right now. Must be Obama printing money down there again. Would that do it?
The opposite effect.
You can tell the difference in American coins and Canadian coins. Because the American coins, the American quarters are silver or are copper in the middle. And the Canadian coins are still shiny. Those are Canadian and those are American. Did you know that, Willem?
No. Interesting.
It's very interesting. Who's this guy on here? Is that George Washington? I think so. Is George Washington on the quarter?
No idea. Maybe you can read it? Probably tell you.
You just say $quarter, liberty, in God we trust, all others pay cash. I don't trust in God anymore. I'm gonna have to change that. But some people trust him. But it's not politically correct to trust in God. How can you politically correct kick God out? Good thing he doesn't kick us out. Ha! We'd be up the creek, wouldn't we? If God kicked us out as often as we kick him out.
So is this the?
This is the stop lane.
Is this the line up for the all the way down to the border?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. There's only so many allowed on the bridge. I don't think we should panic yet.
Okay.
You can. We have lots of time to panic. We can start later.
Mm-hmm.
Look, they have this president on there, this guy who invaded the fort, the French fort, unprovoked. George Washington. And we, on the other hand, have on ours is this a moose? I guess that's a moose. We have a moose on the front and, a Queen Victoria on the back. I think of the moose as the front. And Queen Victoria's on all the money though, isn't she? We don't have like lots of different people on the money.
Well, it would be Queen Elizabeth, I would imagine.
Queen Elizabeth. Okay, so is this still Queen Elizabeth on this one? Yep, Queen Elizabeth's on the dime, and on the back of the dime is the tall ship. What's that one called?
Yeah, a dime.
No, the ship.
No idea.
Oh,
Sailboat.
No, it's not sailboat. It's the blue. I went on it.
Blue nose?
The blue nose, yeah. So we have 4 of Queen Elizabeth with mooses on the back. Moose. The plural of moose is mice. Don't you think?
Whatever you say, dear.
Yep. We have all these mice. Would you like to see? There's the mice. Mooses. Where the deer and the mooses play. Would you hold these? These are so dirty. I'm getting all dirty. There, no, you can get dirty. You know, we can wash our money. I shall show you. Since we have lots of time, as we're sitting here with nothing better to do at all than discuss these important things. Maybe I should start a new video. Nah. Okay. We now have plastic money. See, it's got the see-through part, and it's plastic. You can crumple it up, but it won't bend. It'll bend a little bit. And guess what? If it gets dirty, you can wash it. You can just toss it in the wash machine. I do not recommend the dryer, however, because it will melt. This lady's going for a hike. However, when you wash your money,
Then you're a money launderer.
then that's called money laundering, and I think there's a rule against it. I haven't money laundered yet, but I'm looking forward to the opportunity. That's on my bucket list. Do some good money laundering. That would be a good video, wouldn't it? Getting the sink full of soapy warm water, and washing all the bills. Because they're plastic, and you can do that without wrecking them.
You can just throw them in a regular wash in the washing machine.
You can. They'll come out clean. Don't spread so many germs, so many dirty germs. Money laundering. All right, I think I gotta go. You can't see me anyway, can you? Not much. All right, ta-ta. Hello, it's Nancy today. We are going to a rest area. I love being in the United States. It's so pretty down here. Love these trees. Love the highway. Alrighty, don't think you have Wi-Fi here. But if you do, I'll upload it. Bye-bye. Hello, it's me, Nancy, today. I had a thought I wanted to share with you. Actually, I have lots of thoughts, and now I don't remember which one I wanted to share. Oh, yes. The other day, when I was in Ireland. What? I was in Ireland the other day? Well, I was on Google Earth and I took Street View, and so I took a long walk down the roads in Ireland. And I saw a house. It was a very beautiful house. And I wondered why it was so beautiful. And I looked at it, and it had trim all along the edge of the soffit. Beautifully carved. Not carved, but scrolled. Like used a scroll saw. So it was all... It was a beautiful, lacy effect. And so I thought, wouldn't that be lovely? I'd love to do that. But the enormousness of such a project would shut me down, right? There's no way I could do that. But now that I'm thinking about it, the side of the house, one side of the house, is 30 feet long. Now 30 feet is only 10, that's only 3 10-foot long boards. And how long would it take to carve a 10-foot long board? Well, the carving cannot be small. It has to be large enough. So in 1 foot, there would be maybe 2 scrolls of some sort. And so in one 10-foot board, there might be 20. So for 3 boards, it would be 60. But I have to go back to that place on Google Earth and just check and see what it looked like again. But I'm sure that you could Google fancy trim. I'm not sure what it would be called. You might even be able to buy it, but I don't know if you can buy it. I've never seen it for sale. But some places you must be able to buy it. You must be able to buy it in Ireland. Anyway, so I thought, what about doing that? Like my first reaction to such a thought is, no, it'll take forever. I'll never finish it. I'll leave part of it undone. But what if I didn't put it up until it was done? So 3 10-foot boards, maybe they have to be 12 inches wide. I have 12 inches by 10 feet boards already. I could do this. Anyway, and I've seen that with my router, it's very easy to route. It goes very quickly. So it would also go quickly to do it with another tool. Anyway, those are my thoughts, and so I think I will try and do that. My first part of the project is not putting it up. My first part is to find pictures. To find a picture of something that I really like. And then my second step will be to take the board to the tool. I have lots of tools. My third step will be to draw it. Oh, maybe that's the second step, is to draw it on the boards. I need to draw one pattern. And then I need to trace that pattern repeatedly on the boards. Maybe this way and then flip it. Keep doing that. Cut it out so it becomes a stencil. And draw it with a good solid pencil. I have a good solid pencil right here. Carpenter's pencil. And then it's just a matter of cutting. And 3 boards is not 100 boards. It's not way bigger than possible. It is possible. Anyway, so that is just my thought. And I'm going to start. That'll be part 1 will be finding the picture. I just had to share that with you because you can do the impossible. And you'll be very pleased with it when you do it. One day I shall do the impossible. I think I do the impossible a lot. Don't you, dear?
Well, yes, dear.
But of course, the impossible is possible if I can do it. So nothing is ever really impossible because you can always do anything. There's just got to be a way. You've got to be smarter than stronger. You know, if it's heavy, you have to figure out how to use those tools for lifting. You know, how to use a fulcrum. Such as that. Alright, that was my thought. Tell me your thought. Ta-ta! Well, look at all those for the pageant tonight. Those are all the little study groups. And here is the
Oh, that's the setup.
setup. Whoa, look at the stage. It's amazing over there. There's the visitor center. It's a very busy day in Palmyra today. All the pageants going on. I think 10,000 people come to the pageant. Is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
Anyway, so it's going to be cool. Be with 10,000 Mormons. Yay! It'll be fun. Anyway, so we're gonna. The Book of Mormon is depicted in the pageant. The stories in the Book of Mormon are played out. Pageantry dress, very big, beautiful costumes, lots of color, and pageantry. And my favorite part is the depiction of the crucifixion of the Savior with the 3 crosses at the top, and then they have thunder and lightning and all kinds of stuff that happens when he's.
Is that in the pageant?
I think so.
But that's in Jerusalem, right?
And then when he. Anyway, it's beautiful. Oh, and then he appears to the Nephites in this continent, in the American continent, and he descends from heaven. And what is it called? The theatrics of it, the lighting and all this that happens, it's amazing. It's just great. So I can't wait to go. Haven't seen it in years. Anyway, so that's the scoop. See ya. Bye. Hello, it's me, Nancy, today. Yes, 2 videos in one period of time. Okay, well, I had another thought. This thought is about your creative brain and your non-creative brain, the 2 halves of your brain. There's the right brain, which side is very creative, and the left brain, which is more for cleaning and details and editing. It looks at the tiny dots, whereas the creative looks at the flow, or creates the flow. Okay, so in your day, you may fill your day with left brain stuff. Picking up the toys, straightening up, doing dishes, doing laundry, and you rest with television. And then you're tired and you cannot create anymore. You're ready for bed. Or maybe you're bored. Or maybe you've just done too much left brain stuff, and so your brain is not used to creating anymore. Maybe you once were very creative. Okay, the thing to do then is when you get a creative spark. Now, creative sparks, let me tell you one thing about this. If you go to Pinterest and you go browsing through Pinterest pictures, I think that will inspire the creative part of you to get going. And if you watch other creative people, watch creative videos or read creative stuff, books with ideas in them, I think that will spark your creativity. But if not, one thing is driving. When you drive not in the city where you've got a million things to deal with, but when you drive on the open road or through a beautiful area like this, it will trigger your right brain to open up and to start feeding you ideas. And so once your right brain is turned on, the thing to do is to act on it. Often we tell ourselves, well, I can't do it right now because I have to do this other thing which is so much more important at the moment. Something like the dishes. Or emptying the backpacks out. We prioritize, and our prioritizing doesn't necessarily go with the flow of our brains. So when you get a creative idea, that's the time to write it down. That's the time to focus on it and create with it. Often, I used to write down good ideas for articles. I was a writer. I would write articles in newspapers and magazines, and I would get ideas and I would write them down. But often I would get these long lists of ideas, but I wouldn't act on them. I had many more ideas than what I could actually do. I would get 10 ideas, but I could do one project in the length of time it took to get 50 ideas or something like that. But you have to write them down. But notice the way you work. Notice that if you're more creative in the morning or the evening or the afternoon. And so put your creative side first. Put it ahead. And do your creative stuff when you're creative. And when you don't feel creative, that's the time to do all your left brain stuff. Catch up on all the dishes and the laundry and the vacuuming and the ironing and the whatever. Running on your treadmill. All these things that I don't do. And that's how you will accomplish things. You will accomplish those things that you really would love to accomplish, things that are deep down inside of you that you want to do, but you never get around to it, and so you're always living in this bit of a little frustration fog surrounds you as you go because you're stifled in that one area. Break through. Do it. Alrighty then, that's the situation from here. So that's my advice, my update, my chit-chat update. So take it from me, it works. Ta-ta. Good morning, it's Nancy today. It's so nice to see you. I'm so glad you're in my camera, sitting on my dashboard. Well, you know, the last couple of days I felt lonely. Because I'm alone in my house. Well, I'm not completely alone. My husband's there, but he's very busy composing in his office, so often I'm alone. And it's not the same being alone as being with people, obviously. And so I sat there in my room, looking out over the beautiful flowers. And for a while I went out into the flowers. These are all the daylilies that are in bloom because it's July. July, everything blooms. It's amazing. It's so beautiful. And I live in a flower jungle. It's so cool. They're like a yard tall, a meter tall on the way. They line the driveway. And so you kind of have to brush between the rows of flowers to get into the house. And they line the greenhouse. They're just so lovely, and they're everywhere. And then all the daylilies I bought last autumn. Well, they're blooming now. They will continue to bloom right up until the frost almost. Somewhere into September, I guess. They'll bloom. It's very chilly this morning. It's it's July 25th, I think. Maybe it's the 24th. I think it's the 25th. And the temperature is 12 degrees Celsius, which is mighty cold. It is, let's see. 12 and 12 is 24, plus 32 is 55. So it's about 55 degrees out there. I thought 55 was 10. Well, anyway, it's less than 60. It's a mighty chilly morning for July. This is supposed to be our heat wave. Hey, do you know that at the Arctic it was 14 degrees the other day? Like it's 12 here today, and that's 50 something. The Arctic was 14, so that's 14 and 14 is 28 plus 32 is 60. It was 60 degrees at the North Pole yesterday, or the day before yesterday. I think it's gone back down a bit now. Isn't that amazing? 60 degrees up there. This is the time to go visit. I would love to see the North Pole. And I don't think I'm going to be able to see it when it's frozen over. I think I'm going to need to go there when it's water. Anyway, it's very exciting. Well, whatever. Okay, so about being lonely amid my flowers. When I'm on YouTube, when I'm making videos, I'm not lonely. It's amazing. I'm never alone when I'm making a video. But if I'm not making a video, then I am alone sometimes. But you know, God's always with me, but I forget it. I don't bother to think about Him or pray. And so then I have to be alone. My goodness, the windshield is covered with bug spots. It all comes from driving at night. Driving in the dark. I'll do it every time. So I'm uploading videos. I'm kind of far behind. We went to Palmyra last weekend. And I made videos on the way, but I didn't upload them yet. I was stuck behind other videos. I guess I've been making a lot of videos lately. I watched the best video last night. Sorry, it was about an hour long, so I fell asleep during it. It'd be good for an ASMR movie video. But it was 100 edible plants. And it not only did it show you the plants, it showed you cooking them. Preparing them, cooking them, and books where the information was. It was really a great video. Do you know that if you go on Amazon.com and you can buy a book for a penny, lots of books for under $1, excellent books, and then shipping is $3.99. So you can buy amazing books for $4 and have them shipped to your home if you live in the United States. If you live in Canada, you can have them shipped to someone who lives in the United States. I'm not sure about how much the shipping costs in Canada. My friend said it was $6. But I'm not sure if that's right or not. It changes depending on the location, where it's being shipped from and where it's being shipped to. And you know, one of these places that sells the books, like used books, you buy them, you have a list of used books, their prices and the places, you know, that they're selling from. One is Better World Books, and then there's Hippo Books. Anyway, there's lots of them. Yesterday, or the other day, when we were in New York, I guess we were in Canandaigua, and we passed one of these book places. It was a big warehouse, and they shipped these books, these used books, probably for Amazon. But you know what? What struck me as very interesting is there was a big bin in a parking lot somewhere I saw recently, and it was like Better World Books. It wasn't that one, but it's like it said that on there, and it was like a depot where you could get rid of your old books you don't want. And so all these books are being sold by people who have just gotten donations of books. So it's total profit. Except that I guess they're warehousing and their stuff. Isn't that cool? So that's how they could sell them for so cheaply. So naturally, I thought I should do that. I mean, naturally. Anything that's a good idea, I figure I should do. But not so. I had another good idea, which I've given up on now. The idea was to put in a glass door in the bedroom upstairs and a sliding glass door in the bedroom downstairs, and then have a porch upstairs so that we could have a screened-in porch downstairs, because you'd need some kind of a roof over it to screen it properly. But I have abandoned that because Because I realized that if we have a porch upstairs, that means I can't see what's on the ground. I mean, the whole idea of having a big door there was so that I could watch the deer. But now I see that that is not really going to be a viable possibility. Somebody said, well, how about a 2-foot wide porch? I just think it's going to block the view. So I no longer want it there. Willen will be very relieved to hear that. So we'll just stick with glass doors in the downstairs bedroom. But I ran out of money. I did. So we'll have to see when we can do this. Anyway, that was good to find out. It was very good to find out. Sometimes you get these great ideas, and they seem like wonderful ideas. And if you act on them too quickly, you might miss something. And then your good idea isn't so good. It's still doable, but won't be as good. I still would like a screened-in porch, but I think the place to do that is on the other side of the house. We'll see. It's a beautiful day today. I like being home on beautiful days, but I think I've been home enough. But I haven't really been home much. Like, we went away last weekend, so that was Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Then, of course, Sunday was church. Monday we were home. Tuesday we were home. No, Tuesday I went over and babysat for part of the day. Today's Thursday. Wednesday I was home. I've gotten into dropping in on Anchorage. And that's really nice to go and see somebody. Have somebody out there that I can communicate with. And she is so full of good ideas. I love her ideas. I also go over there when I want to identify a plant. Like I have that, it's called twig sedge. You can Google it. It's also called sawgrass, which I think they use down south for making sweetgrass baskets. They also use sawgrass, or maybe sawgrass is a local name. I don't know. Anyway, I guess I should go because this gets too long. It takes too long to upload it, and then I'm sort of stuck. Alrighty then. Ta-ta. Hello, it's Nancy today. I'm feeling lonely. So I thought I would take you with me, because when you're with me, I'm not lonely. Funny how that works. Want to see the garden today? I love showing it to you. So today is the, let's see, 18, 19, the 20th. This is the coral, no. Can't remember what it's called. I think it starts with C. Forget. And these flowers, those over there, they're getting tall now. See how they go from being like this, where they look like zinnias, and then all of a sudden they stretch up like this, and then they bloom. They open, then they look like that. Soapwort. The Heliopsis. It has a faint smell. Oh, I see the hummingbird. Can you see him? Oh, look at this. He's swooping up and down. Oh, that's interesting. It's right over there. These are bee balm. Monarda. They smell really nice. It might be bergamot. I think that's what it's called. I gotta pick up all this stuff and put everything away. Cranesbill, that's what this one's called. And then here we have Queen Anne's lace. And this is soapwort, and this is ornamental mullein. You know what I thought I would do? I thought I would just show you all of one thing. Whoa, look at it. It's going up there onto the top, finally. These are the lilacs. We have to look at today's daylilies. So what is this? This is Priscilla's Rainbow. I don't know what this one's called. This must be the same one as that one. And this one didn't open today. Nor did those. Oh, look. There's a family of bluebirds in there. Can you hear them? Look, here comes another one. How cool. So this I don't think is Priscilla's Rainbow, is it? This might be Oscar Wilde or Samba Wilde. Oh, there's a bird up there. Bluebird, I think. And those are the bluebirds in that nest box. Oh yeah, this one is Hildred West. Yellow one. I missed 4 of them while we were gone. But they didn't close all the way. See that? Baby birds in that one. I wonder if this one's Hildred West. Let's see if it says. Ooh, oh, this is Savannah Art. Scylla's rainbow. And this is a huge yellow flower. Look at the size of that. Oh, it has a name. Is that? Oh no, it's not a name. Sheep. Sheep. So this is Savannah's art. And this is Savannah's art. Look at all the gaillardia over there. Can you see that? Well, these are phlox. They're just starting to bloom now. Phlox will be purple. Hey, I wonder if the mint grew this year. Bet it did. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's way back there. Savannah's art. And way back here, there's the mint. Amongst the beautiful flowers. Alright, that's all I'm going to show you now. Now I'm going to do something else. Hello, it's Nancy today. I wanted to tell you, one of the things I love when I'm driving in the evening is driving by parks, provincial parks, where people are camping and smelling the campfires. Isn't that neat? I love that. When I was down at the pond yesterday, I thought about what it's like when you're camping. And that I would be lighting a campfire there, sitting beside the fire. There's a real beauty to camping, isn't there? I very much enjoy the campfire. And I enjoy the rain on the roof of the tent. As much as, when you go camping, you really don't want to have humidity that turns into dew and makes you all damp at night. And you don't want to have it rain on your parade. But it's really nice to hear it. When we were in the teepee the other day and it rained, it was so nice. It would have been better if I had already had the tarps of the teepee up where they were supposed to be so we wouldn't get wet. They were there a while back, but that's the way it goes. Anyway, I love the smell of campfires. We've been taking all of our scrap wood and putting it in the teepee, and I burned some the other day, trying to whittle down my enormous pile of wood. The boards that I have. It's interesting lately I've noticed that everything rots. Everything gets ruined after a certain amount of time. Now that I've been around long enough that I've watched 20 years come and go, I can see how something that lasts for 20 years, like cedar boards, it's awesome that they last for 20 years, but 20 years does go by and then it falls apart. I was thinking that when I was thinking about this porch, putting a deck on the upper second floor of our house. I was thinking if I did that, 20 years from now I'll be 80, 78. Isn't that amazing? And Willem will be 85. And by then it'll rot. By the time I'm 85, I don't know if I'll be feeling like climbing stairs. My mother climbs the stairs every day. She's 86 or 87 now, I guess. she does it anyway. Quite amazing. I'm very blessed that she's still in my life. I've gotten to know her a lot better in these last 5 years since my dad passed away. It's been very nice. There's these little places along the road here that sell blueberries, wild blueberries. My mother has this huge blueberry bush that's about like 3 meters or 3 yards high by 2 yards wide. It's huge, and it gets covered with blueberries. It's a pretty awesome harvest for Mom's caretaker. It's a wonderful harvest. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say, was that I just love it when there's campfires. I smell the campfires as I go by. Sometimes in the wintertime, if you have your window open, you'll smell the wood stoves, the fires that are keeping everybody's houses warm. You don't smell the wood stoves, you smell the smoke. But if you have a really energy efficient wood stove, then you shouldn't have any in your smoke. It shouldn't even smell like the wood. Isn't that interesting? Okay, well that's it. Talk to you soon. It's Nancy today, and you can do this at home. Whatever it was. And that's it from the Situation Room. Enjoy your day. Hello, it's Nancy today. It's a little dark there. There, that's better. I was going to say, I saw somebody driving by and they had a ring in their nose and they had hoops, like where they make their ears bigger, make these big things in their earlobes like the Africans have, and Bali, other people, I don't know, something like that. Anyway, and I was thinking, what's happening here, in my opinion, is the way I look at nature. I look at a piece of land and think, what can I do to beautify it? How can I create something amazing here? And so I put flowers and bushes and trees and a pond, and I do that, and hammocks and teacups on posts. Anyway, that's when I want to when I see a palette, nature, that's what I want to do. And I realized as this woman drove by that that's what she's doing. Only she probably lives in a city and doesn't have land and an expanse around her. What her palette is her body, what she sees in the mirror. And so people now do tattoos, and they do these big hoop earrings, and they have nose rings and eyebrow rings, and everywhere else on their body they put these, in their tongues and in their chins. And to me it's terrible, but that's just to me, because I'm old now, right? And I wouldn't. But to them it's all very lovely. Isn't that interesting though? I think that's what's going on, is that they are just working on a palette which is just their body. Whereas my palette is not my body. I really couldn't care less. I do get my hair cut, and I have my beautiful hat, and I try to wear something that makes, and now I'm wearing my pearl necklace, But I don't get into the makeup and all that stuff. Like, I got one pair of earrings, they're $5 for 3 pairs at Walmart, and I just have to take them out every now and then and clean the green off my ears and off the back of the earrings. But that's all. And my hair, I just stick my hands through. But my palette is out there. What do you think? Isn't that a brilliant idea? Brilliant thought. That was my little update for the moment. I will be back when I have another profound thought. So stay tuned. You heard it here last. You can do this at home. Bye. Hello, it's me again. I wanted to say something about when you're driving and you're driving past all these signs that say the different attractions that are in the area? Have you been to those attractions that you drive by all the time? I think it's really important. I don't know why I think it's important, but I do think it is. For me, we drive back and forth to Toronto a lot. And we use the same highway, the 401, which is the main highway. Sometimes we use Highway 7. It goes from Ottawa to Toronto. And I have tried to stop, to take time, have extra time, so that when I am going, that's interesting. The light is, the sun is shining on this. Oh, I see what's wrong. Anyway, can't do much about it. Oh, look, no, it doesn't quite get it. Anyway, I think when you drive past things a lot, the road can become quite boring. You see the same trees, the same signs, and there's a familiarity about it, but it's not yours, right? It's just a place where you drive. And so what I like to do is to stop and explore the places along the road. I think it's important. I don't know why I think it's important, but I do. This does not want to stay put. Which is frustrating.
No. Think positive.
Think positive.
Double your energy and live without fatigue.
That's right. So I have to take a moment and breathe deeply, which is what I was just doing. It was harshing my mellow. Anyway, so I think it's important to me that when I drive, that I get to know the places that the signs mention. And so now when I drive down to Georgia, or when we drive to Toronto, a lot of things mean something. Like we've stopped and gone to the Coburg jail, just because we happen to be in Coburg and we have to go there. And we've gone to Thixon Woods and birdwatched there. And we've seen the eagle's nest. There's many other things.
And OLG slots.
No, we're not going to go to that. Anyway, I think these are important things. Well, he was going faster than us. Let's see if we notice him on the side of the road with an officer behind him later. Well, traffic's getting rather thick. So I think I'm going to stop talking to you. And I'll start
paying attention to traffic.
And I'll start paying attention to traffic. I pay attention to traffic anyway. I'm a good driver. Talking to you while I drive is the same as if you were sitting beside me. Because when you sit beside somebody while you're driving, you do talk. Often there are people that when they're driving, they will actually turn and look at you while they talk to you. Like to look at you, you're still up here in the front of the road. And somewhere I'm looking anyway. And even if I have to reach forward and touch it, I'm still looking at the road. I try not to do that. That's why it's frustrating when you fall down all the time. Anyway, so that was my thought for the moment. Stop at the places you drive by all the time. Eat out at those restaurants. Check out those scenic drives. Stop at the museums. Museums are very interesting. I never used to like museums. I think it's because I got dragged along as a child. And who wants to see a museum as a child? But anyway, that truck looks like it's going to fall over on his side. Makes me want to drive past. Alright, well, we'll see you later. It's been real.
Hello, it's me.
Now, once upon a time, there was a hydrangea here. It was a huge hydrangea, went all the way across, but that's not where it started. So now I'm going to count all the hydrangeas. They came from another plant, and then I planted some here from that other plant. Then I planted them everywhere from there. So there are 2. I think I saw one in here just a minute ago. They're not around there. But I should plant them up there. In fact, I did plant one up there once. It was blue. Tish gave me a blue one. There it is, right there. Okay. So this is the hydrangea. It's got 1 flower down there. Okay, so from those 2, we have the 3rd one. And over here is the 4th one. See, it goes from way over there all the way across over to here. 4 of them. And then this is the 5th one. I think this might have been the original one. It was little. And now there's more down in here. But I think those have fallen over from that main one. The 5th one. And I don't think I put any in the garden in here. I think they just went over to this side. See, now I'm going to put a huge window here. Maybe even a glass door. I think I'm going to have a glass door there. See that big window? How much bigger it is than the last one? Okay. So this whole area is still a palette ready to be painted upon. Okay, so let's go over here. Okay, so there's hydrangea here, not in bloom, 6. This one the deer ate all winter because they came up. They came from across the road. They came up through here and behind that hammock and behind this hammock, and some came across the hammock and some came up through here, and then there were others that came around that side. Okay, so this is hydrangea number 6. Is that right? Am I counting right? There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then I planted them down here too. Looks like this is not connected to that. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, that's the same one. See the bloodwort? So that's 9, and here's 10. It's just branching out all over there. And this is 11. It's also branching everywhere. The deer have eaten some of these. Ooh, got some mosquitoes back here. So from that one hydrangea, we have 11. Want to know how I did it? I dug one up. I cut it in many pieces. Actually, I cut it in a few, and then I planted it, and then I did it again. And I'm going to replace this door, which lets in lots of cold air, and this window, which is kind of rotten. I'm going to replace that with a 5-foot, see, that's about 2, 4, 5. So that whole area is going to be a sliding glass door. Then I think I'll put a window beside it. And a sliding glass door on this side. And then I will work on all this out here, making this into something incredible. Sometime. Okay, so that's about the hydrangeas. And see the New windows. We have to redo the siding up there now. This one's going to get replaced. That one's been replaced. That one's been replaced. Those two are new. I don't think I have any more hydrangeas. What did I say? How far did I get? Was it 10? Let's see if I have any down here. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Is that the same one? No, this is lighter. That one's a little bit darker. Okay, gotta turn it off. So now we're gonna look at all the daylilies that are in bloom in the perennial slope garden, which is this garden here in front of the house. Okay, so we have this one. Oh, it's got a name. Look at that. Yes, good. Sweet Impressions. What does it say? Wayside Sweet Impressions. I need to make more names. Hey, there's my comfrey. It is growing. So I put other ones all along. So if that's Wayside Sweet Impressions, this is also Wayside Sweet Impressions. This has got lots of blossoms too. This bloomed on the weekend when I wasn't here. And this one, I don't know what this is. I don't see a name on it. Might have been one that doesn't have a name. Purple with a yellow throat. And that's a bramble bush, a briar of some sort. And this is not Wayside Sweet Impressions. This is something else. What is this one? This was a $5 one, but it doesn't say what it is. And what about this? This is Samba Wilder. I don't know what this is either. Don't see a label. It's glorious though. Now, if you go to that place I was at yesterday, they just sell 2 fans for like $12 or something. But I got these for $5 for huge clumps, double that. Let's see, this has got a name. And this thing's got a name too. This one's name is Savannah's Art. There we go. Savannah Art. And this one is Wise. Somebody wise. Tom Wise. There we go. Tom Wise. And Savannah's Art. Oh, I see what this must have been for. This must have been to keep all of those flowers upward together. What have we got over here? This one's not open yet. No name in there. And this one I don't know what this one is either. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Missed 6 of them while we were gone. 1, 2, 3. This one I just bought. It is Ruby Porta's Staple. Yes, this is a double one, but I think it's just moved out of the way. Come along with it. And this one is Techni Perfume Delight. Oh dear, it's broken down there. It was huge at the beds when I saw them. And this one is the other one I bought. What is that called? Atlanta Sweet Memories. Turning yellow under more water. This is either Samba Wilder or Priscilla's Rainbow. Do we have a name for this one? I don't see the name here. And this is Samba Wilder. No, Priscilla's Rainbow. Beautiful. That one has a purple with a yellow throat and thin stripe. Yeah, this is the same. Neither of them have a name, do they? This is Savannah's Art. Is that right? Maybe not. I don't know what this is. It's a double though, isn't it? A ruffle. It's just a ruffle. And I've already shown you the ones out there somewhere over the rainbow. We have regular ones too. Those out there. I need to get that lawnmower up here and cut this grass. See now? Oh, what's happening here? Okay, so we've got how many in blue? There's how many plants? 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1, 5 is 2, 6, 7, 8 is 3, 9, 10 is 4, 11, 12, 13 is 5, 14 is 6, 15, 16, 17, 18 is 7, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 is 8. Now I forgot. I'll just do it this way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 are in bloom out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And they don't all bloom at the same time because some are mid-season and some are late. Hello. Well, it's Nancy today. Jane's got my hat on, I know. So she'll have to do it all. Here, Mary Jane, you can be Nancy today now.
Hello, this is tired looking Mary Jane.
You look tired. Is it too warm in here?
But we are traveling along this beautiful road,
Buckshot Lake Road.
and it's been so much fun and beautiful, even with the rain. And Nancy's with us too, but she doesn't look like Nancy today. She just looks like Nancy because it's the hat that makes it today.
But I got some red pin for my hair. My gosh.
It's the best
$38
shampoo.
for the bottles of hair. But it is so
The
soft.
bottles of hair?
For the bottles, the pear.
Oh, the pear. They said for the bottles. For two, yeah. It's
You have to
amazing
watch
stuff.
out for Mary Jane because she might change your words. So watch what you say.
Okay.
Hey, there's my hat. Thank you.
There, that's much better. That
Right,
looks
now why do
really
you want to put that
neat,
all up under the hat anyway?
even though I look very tired today. Oh my goodness. It's, very tiring hanging out with Nancy.
Double your energy. Live with
Oh yes, I'm
energy.
not tired at all.
You mustn't say you're tired.
No,
Because that reinforces it.
yeah.
You must think, I just need to have a little pause in the amount of energy I'm expending.
Yes,
My body needs to catch up to my mind.
yes.
So you're going forward, you're not going away from.
But
Forward
see
ever,
the beautiful
backward
white
never.
clouds? Oh,
Yeah.
we're driving out of the rain. Isn't that gorgeous?
They're squeezing out. So
Yeah.
we're going to take Mary Jane partway home, meet her husband. But we haven't called her husband yet to tell him that we left because we're totally not on the right road. We're supposed to be going west on Highway 7, but instead we went way north and there's this town that has lots of thyme everywhere. And so we went and looked at all this thyme. And then we got on Buckshot Lake Road. Imagine that. I used to teach somebody on Buckshot Lake Road. But it's like we've gone way north. But now we're heading more west. So we might actually end up hitting Highway 41, which goes up to Pond Echo. We just don't know about these things. Well now, it's time to slow right down.
These guys are on candid camera. La, 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 la. Oh, look at how beautiful it is over there.
So y'all giving directions to everybody that comes along?
Yep.
Hi, how are you?
Is everybody lost?
You can see yourself on Nancy Today on YouTube.
Just what you wanted.
That's all right. So, yeah, no, quite often people get lost up here, so they get disoriented. A lot of times they'll go for a drive and get turned around, and they're not really sure where they are.
So it's like that person that stopped you, that you just talked to now.
Yeah, they were on a cross country tour just to see the countryside, and,
Oh,
they
really?
got turned around. And they weren't sure where they were.
Well, we are doing all similar. We're headed west on Highway 7, but we haven't actually gone to Highway 7 yet.
You're a ways away from Highway 7, so if you go up to 41,
And
hang a
then
left.
south.
Yeah, hang a left at 41.
Can we just cross 41?
No.
No crossing it.
They're well, not up here anyways. You can depending which direction you're going.
We're going to Havelock. Is there any other back roads to Havelock?
Havelock.
Yeah.
Probably the easiest way is once you hop on 41.
Go down to Highway 7.
No, you don't have to go down all the way down
Okay.
to 7.
Okay.
If you go down to, you're going to go past You're going to go through Cloyne, and then you're going to go
Oh.
through another hamlet. It's Northbrook, I think.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then you're going to go through there, and you're just past Northbrook. You're going to
Okay.
take County Road 29,
Okay.
which is Flinton Road, and you're going to
Flinton.
take that.
Okay.
You're going to take that through the
Oh,
village
nice.
of Flinton.
Okay.
And when you get to the other side of Flinton, there's a fork. Both roads take you down to 7.
Oh.
If you stay on 29, which is former Bridgewater Road, it's now Flinton Road, and take that all the way down, it'll take you and you'll come out just this side of 37, just this side of Tweed.
Oh, nice. I know exactly where that is.
Really?
So
Yeah.
that'll
I've
give
seen
you
that road.
a good shortcut. That way you don't have to go down to Caladar and then down 7.
Nice.
But 29 is windy,
Okay.
so watch the curves.
Okay.
Okay then.
Okay, you have a great day.
Good morning. It's me, Nancy, today. Well, I just thought I'd come out here. You know what I want to know? I want to know where this how much sun this shady part gets. I'm creating a new place. A new place full of flowers. Crystalline pink. Tawdry. Well, this must be tawdry too. Have to make a stick. Anyway, so what I was gonna try and find out is down here I'd like to make I want to use that whole place. See how dark it is there? The whole thing is in the shade. It is now 8 o'clock. Might get a little bit of sun. But right now the sun is blocked by that big tree, which is an elm, and it's probably going to die. Because it is dying a little bit. So yesterday, Jean helped me, and we planted some bushes. Hydrangea and roses. I have to water them in. I have to vacuum, or not vacuum, what's it called? Mow that area. I can tell better what's down there. Got all these pretty little stakes from somewhere. I thought they would look pretty in the garden. So I need my pen. That was really some experience I had yesterday. I guess I have to upload those before I upload this. I got stranded in the Malcolm. Yeah, I guess I got stranded. Whoa, it's a little digger. That's awesome. Today we're going think it's time to go label some posts and put them in the ground for my daylilies. So I'll get my pen in the car. And I'll get my little posts. I think my little posts are down here. Here's a post I can use. And here's a post I can use. And here are some more posts I can use. There. I have to write these words on these sticks. So, I'll get right on it.
Hello, it's Nancy today, and I have a hat. The baby took off one of my flowers. So we're on our way home, and this is a new tablet, and I have to check and see if it works. Okay, goodbye.
Let's see what's still blooming. It's August the 11th. Got these two nice chairs from the dump. That double ethel is very pretty, isn't it? I smell mint. He's stained badly. Be good for dye. been doing a good job labeling things, you know. These do not like getting transplanted. That tree has to go. But it smells nice. This is in the wrong place. They take longer to fall off if they've got seed pods. Oh dear. I had done 2 of these. This one seems to have taken, and it's creating a seed. These all got pollinated in here. This one's not labeled. I got this from the dump yesterday, so I'm making a seat for it. Looks like I gotta make a back for it too. Good morning, it's Nancy today. Well, I'm going to show you around again, but let's just have a morning moment. Today is a very busy day. I have to go to Ottawa and go to my one of the children's weddings. I think I'm okay. I think I'm ready for it all. Not much I'm preparing for anything. But it's early. Let's go out and see what's blooming, shall we? You know, I was looking at these and thinking, oh dear, like these first of all, the blue ones. I was thinking, oh dear, they're starting to be seeds. They're almost done. This is terrible. And then I was looking at this and I thought, oh no, they're starting to be done. This is terrible. Then and I was thinking, oh no, the garden is, all the flowers are almost done. It was a silly thought, but a valid concern after all, you know. And but what I wasn't noticing is how many are still blooming. Oh, look what we did. Well, mostly Elida and Jean did it. They removed the whole teapot pergola. Let me move back here so you can see it. It was looking pretty crummy. I don't know how to make this any smaller. So since this is the original swing set, what about putting a baby swing in it? Wouldn't that be great? So yesterday I went to the store and I bought a baby swing. Oh, look at this beautiful one. Crystal and pink. Tawdry? No, tawdy. See, now this one is done. Sad, sad, sad. But this one is still going. If you deadhead them, don't let them make seeds, then you'll continue to get more flowers. They say The great they who knows everything. Make sure you break it off down at the bottom there so you get that old seed pod. The new seed pod. I think these are staining my fingers. I don't know why we're so close up. Gee, there's less flowers blooming here than there were. Oh my gosh, look at this. Isn't that just gorgeous? Totally wow. This is emerald lace. See, it's the beginning of the end. However, we have new flowers out. Those are yellow cornflower, and these are phlox. Echinacea. So shouldn't really panic about it all. Now let's just get the baby seat. Don't you think that's a good idea? Cheep, 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 cheep. Found it. Food here. More food here. We've had some busy days lately. More food here. And of course, baby swing. Yes, indeed, the baby swing. I'm trying to clean up the yard, but it's...
Well, hello, it's Nancy today. I am having a lovely day again today, and I just thought I would share that with you. I'm driving along the road, and I'm just thinking how much I love it here. This is a beautiful place. Everybody probably loves where they are, which is a very important thing. It's important to love where you live. Do you know that? I'm sure you already do, but just in case you don't, let me just remind you that it is important to love where you are. Can't be with the one you love, love the one you're at, love the one you're with. That's not the right way. Anyway, so let's see. I've been spending a lot of time with our grandbaby because his family is staying with us in between apartments, or apartment and house, or whatever. So it's been just lovely. I've been able to spend tons of time with them, and I've been playing in my daylilies. I've been digging them up and doing different things with them, and separating them and making them into individuals, and really enjoying my time with my daylilies. Daylilies are very nice, and the best ones are beautiful. I realize now that some have huge flowers, others have little flowers, and the ones with little flowers, if you want one that blooms repeatedly, Stella de Oro
is one of those. There's a few that bloom repeatedly. Anyway, that's one of them. That's a small yellow bloom. It's a low, clumpy kind of daylily. Well, I guess most of them are clumpy. That's what makes them daylilies. I decided that I have the outer ring of my perennial, of my Everfar Labyrinth. I'm going to make the second ring now. Except the rings are really supposed to they go down from the center and then around to the dot. Anyway, I have to figure all that out. Maybe I should just use tape. I could just tape it onto the thyme. Then I would know where to put them. I decided I was not going to dig up the thyme and remove it to plant the daylilies. I'll just scoot it out of the way. I'll just open it up and put the plant in and close it up around it. Because I think that's pretty darn important. I think I should also put some good soil underneath the daylilies before I put them in. Because it's quite a dry, sandy place. It's a hot day today. It's 30 Celsius. So that's 90 something. I think it's 90 something. 20 Celsius is 70. 30 is 90. It might be 94 or something. Let me just see if I can figure that out. 30 plus 30 is 60. Plus 32 is 92. So I guess it's about 92 degrees. Somebody said it was 94 degrees. I don't know if that's right. Whatever. So I've been having such a good time with my daughter. I just have never had a chance to really play with my daughter because has always been a working girl. And now she's a mommy. And she's on maternity leave. So we're spending lots of time together. And it's really fun. The difference between when they're growing up is a lot different from that and when they're a teenager. And then being a parent is different from when they're growing up or from when they're a teenager. So it's like 3 people in one. It's really nice to be with her. And her husband. He's so sweet. He's so good for her. And the baby. Working hard to provide for them all. Anyway, so it's a hot day and I'm going to go out there in the sun. I'm about to go and buy perennials from the clump sale. Very much looking forward to it. Very, very much. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye. Bye. Hello, you're upside down. You really look upside down too. Well, I'm going to show you what I've been working on for the past, I don't know, seems like 50, but it's probably less. Oh, there's rain coming again. So here's the labyrinth. You enter here, and the path starts here and goes around, and around, and around, and around, and around, and around, and around. It's starting to rain, but I will walk it with you. So we come over here. We're in between the Wicked Witch kind of daylilies and the Impatience or Imperceptibles or something like that. Egyptian spice is so nice, and Coburg Frightwig is also nice. That's a much better view, isn't it? There. Let me just back up some more. Give you a really good view. I'll go back here in the tall stuff. There it is, the labyrinth. Everfar Labyrinth. I did it. It's been years I've been working on it. Oh my God, the time is well established now in some parts. So if you want to look these flowers up, this is Pearl Lewis is this one here in this row. And this row is something else. Something like Serena. This is, these are Chicago Petticoat Memories or something like that. Jambala. Bag of soil for kneeling on. Over there is Barbara Mitchell. This whole ring here is Barbara Mitchell. Or most of it. Imprimatur. Don't know what that means. And this is what, Celine Debut? Yeah. And then it goes back that way. And there's Made to Order and Atlanta Rufflet and Royal Frosting. And there you have it. And Queensland. I just don't have the... I'm not pain free enough to walk it yet. Alrighty, bye-bye.